Hello again, guys, and today I'm going to teach you how to install Windows Server 2016 on ESXi. It's pretty simple. So first things first, you got to make sure to upload the ISO file to your storage. So go here, data store browser, you make an ISO folder and upload it. I did it already for the sake of saving time. So next step is actually making the VM. So you click on create. You type a name, let's say 20, Windows Server, 2016, that's good. ESXi 607, Windows Server 2016, Windows virtualization based security. Yeah, let's enable it. Windows as the storage we're gonna use. That's up to you. I mean, depends on your storages. So it's not like, oh, it has to be that. This size, let's go with 20 because I don't have enough room for 40. So let's go with 20. Memory 4 gigs. Yeah, that's fine. It's just a VM. I can change that later on. One cool thing, enable hot plug. So like if you need more memory on the go, you can actually do that without having to turn the VM off, which is pretty dope. So you're not like locked to just 4 gigs. So if you need like 8, you can go with 8. And if you need like less memory as well, if you feel like 4 is more than you need, you can just lower the RAM with the VM turned on. Thin provision, I explained that in my previous video. So, but it won't allocate the space. So that's why I go with thin provision instead. Because like if I go with thick provision, it's gonna allocate 20 gigs. If I go with thin, it's gonna be just 0 from now, and then it's gonna have the install size. Which is pretty damn good. It's not gonna take 20, it's gonna take like 9, which is what Windows Server standard takes on average. Not standard, I mean it's the basic one. I forgot the name. Anyway, SCSI controller, network adapter, DHCP, no, VM network. That's what the network I want to use. Data store ISO file, that's where you actually get to select the ISO. So it's a pretty damn big ISO compared with Windows 2012. Video card, we don't have a video card. I mean, we do, but ESXi is not recognizing it. But there you go, finish. I mean, it does support pass-through, but like we are running ESXi on workstations, so, you know, not quite the way to do it, I know. But that's what I can do lab wise. That's what my money can do. So yeah, let's power on and install. It's pretty quick. Takes like press any key to boot from CD or DVD. It's gonna load all the system files before actually installing. It's pretty quick. Worry about that. So I mean that same tutorial works for workstation as well. You were using workstation instead of ESXi or even VirtualBox. I mean the configuration part's probably not going to be the same. It's definitely not the same, but the install part is always the same. It doesn't matter whether it's a VM or even a real server. It's the same procedure. English US. Yeah, install now. Let's go. So setup starting. Sounds good. Pretty good, boy. Let's go. So Windows key. Yeah, we do have a key. If you're installing Windows, it's like I don't have key. Yeah, we can't skip. We have to use the key. So, I'm gonna hide the screen for a second because I gotta change something real quick. But I'll be right back. There we go. So you guys will stay with this beautiful screen, which is ESXi running in background. It's pretty beautiful. I know you guys are like, holy shit, that's so beautiful. I know it is. So I'm just getting the key, because like I gotta find a way to actually read and there you go. Because VMware tools are not working, so there's that as well. You gotta bear that in mind before. I can't just Control C, Control V. I have to type the key in. It'd be better to just pause the video, but you know. Anyway, Windows display capture. I think you guys are able to see the screen again. Yeah, you guys are. Let's type the key in. The key is the same for everyone for the preview, so it doesn't matter. 6. You guys can use the key, by the way. It's the same. Not like it's my not like it's a private key. 3 PF 6. There you go. Please don't tell me I typed in the wrong one. There you go. License terms. We can proceed. Install Windows only. In allocated space. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot to do or configure. It just, you know, quick and easy steps. And in about like 5 minutes, you have an operational, fully working system. That's how quick setting up Windows Server is. 4% already. Wow. Would have been quicker with an SSD, but I ain't got an SSD, so you know the drill. 6%. Oh boy. Installing features. Wow. I would pause the video, but like I'm using Streamlabs, so you know it's not quite an option. 8%. Oh, it's going pretty damn quickly. I mean, the good part about like not pausing, not skipping any part is that you can actually have a very clear idea of how long things take, because usually they skip most of it. The steps that actually take time, or like loading screens, stuff like that, they usually just skip straight through. So you don't have a clear idea of how long it's gonna take. Like the video is like 20 minutes and you think, holy shit, that's so quick, but then you go to do that yourself on your own system and you're like, what? Wait a second, the video took like 20 minutes. Why is my installation taking like 45 minutes? Because yeah, they skip. So I'm kind of against skipping, even though it saves time and makes the video more edible. If you know what I mean, not like literally, but like it's more watchable than just, you know, watching like 10 minutes of loading screens. I know it's not the best option, but it does give you a very, very clear idea of how long it really takes. So yeah, and as you can see, even without skipping, it's going pretty damn fast. 25% already. That's pretty much impressively quick. If you go back like to the 90s, where an install would take hours, that's quite a difference. It's quite a jump in speed. 30%. There you go. Oh, I remember the name of this version. It's Essentials. It's very, very basics of Windows Server 2016. Basic functions. It's like your first server, pretty much. It's all that like your first server experience, first server OS, and then you could later on expand to something like Windows Server Data Center, which is way more expensive. So like if you have a small company, you should go with Essentials instead, because it's usually way cheaper, and it does what it has to do. I mean, it does a job of, you know, being a proper web server. So there's that. 37%. That's pretty damn quick so far. 38. Now 39. Come on. Come on. There we go, boys. As you can see, I mean, you can simply like skip on YouTube. You don't have to watch the whole install screen. You just skip to the part that matters. Like, as you can see, it's pretty damn straightforward. There's no mystery. There's no like surprises at all when it comes to installing like Windows in general. It's pretty straightforward. Unless you're not lucky and your hard drive is bricked or something, then you have to go with workarounds. But generally, it's just, you know, pressing next and next and next. There's not a lot to do. I mean, if you compare with Arch Linux, which you have to make the partitions yourself, you know, it's quite a step forward in that direction of being simple. Because being simple, even though it feels like, I don't know, it's like child's play, you know? Because usually we, like, IT boys, are like challenges, but, you know, like, in a production environment, it's not quite a thing. It's not, like, challenges are good, but if you're, like, running against time and you have, like, a schedule and shit, you have to fly, you know? You have to make your time. You can't just, you know, spend time with manual partitioning and all the Linuxy thingies. I'm not saying, oh, don't go with Linux. Of course, Linux is the best for servers. I didn't even know a Windows server is still a thing, because it's expensive. It performs worse than Linux in general, but in comparison, like, it's not quite a difference, but, you know, Linux free and, you know the drill. I mean, Linux is a little more complex and Windows more simple, and that's it's down to personal preference after all. But like, myself, for the sake of saving money, I always go with Linux on my own server environments. Which is funny, like, Windows Server video, and I'm here bashing Windows Server. Way to go. It's not that I hate Windows Server, not at all. I even tried to get certified, but, you know, it was kind of pricey. I was like, nah, never mind. Because I'm not like IT professional. I'm not an IT professional at all. I like doing things like that, my own labs, and messing around with virtualization mostly, and sysadmin things in general. But, you know, I worked with like public relations, nothing to do with IT at all. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend money with that. I'm gonna get the certification, but, you know, what's the point? I'm not gonna work with that. You know, why would I spend money to get something just to say, hey, I'm a Microsoft certified, but I don't work with it? So what's the point, you know? I mean, it would be cool. It's something dope to brag about. Like, oh, I got a certification, MCSI, MCSA, I think, and MCSE. But then again, what's the point? You know? For me, a non-IT professional, getting a certificate and like, oh, look at me, I'm certified. Then what, boy? You know? Kind of pointless for me. I mean, if you are an IT guy and want to work with it, go for the certification, of course. But, you know, 78%, pretty damn quick. Actually, very impressed with how fast it is. Because, like, Windows Server 2012 takes a little longer than that. It's just normal hard drive. Mind that. Would have been way faster with an SSD or, like, Windows deployment services. which makes it even faster. Of course, this is gonna depend on your network and drive speed, but generally it's pretty damn fast as well. And you have the advantage of, like, you know, installing and like various computers at once from just one source. I have a video on it, by the way, from Windows Server 2012. The procedure is pretty much still the same for 2018. So if you want to take a look and learn how to configure and use Windows deployment services, it's there. I think it's a 20-minute video. Explains the whole procedure, what you have to install, how to configure, how to upload the image, and install the system. You know, network boot settings. I think it's ESXi, as far as I remember. And then you do it all over the network, which is pretty damn cool if you think about it. It's like, wow, no USB, no CD, it's just network cables, and the magic happens, and you can like do that more than one computer at once. And you can even like customize the ISO with your own settings. You can remove stuff or add stuff if you wish. Ain't that cool? I mean, maybe that's just me, but I find it pretty damn cool. Even though it's not like it's a new thing. It's been a thing for a long time now. So, you know. Getting files ready. 94%. We're almost there. Oh boy. The only reason why I kind of miss being able to pause and, you know, to cut down those boring parts is the fact that I usually, you know, it gets awkward. This brief moment between installing something that there's nothing much to say, and then you start to blabber about how Linux better than Windows. Like, what actual, you know, kind of, I'm sorry about that. It's just that, I mean, I'd like to just stay quiet and let you guys like watch the fucking installation going, like progressing with an absolute silence. It's kind of weird, and so it's kind of better to have talking in the background, but on the other hand, not so much. It's a little awkward, I know. 95%, and seems to be stuck on 96. There you go. And now we got some progress there. Let's check the memory just in case. Out of curiosity, I want to see. Come on. There you are. It's using half of my RAM. More than half, actually, because ESXi by itself takes 1 gig. So yeah, but yeah, pretty good. Pretty damn good. 65%, performing very, very well. Barely using CPU, which is excellent. So now we bought a restart. What's this? Oh, install date. So as you can see, it was installed recently. ESXi, I mean. There you go. It's the reboot. And then I'll teach you guys how to install VMware tools. And that's it, the completion of the video. And as you guys can see, it's not hard to install. It's definitely not hard. It just takes a little bit of time, but no mystery. Let's check the install size as well. I'm curious about that. Let's see, Windows storage, data store browser, Windows server. It's taking just 8 gigs. That's wow. Wait a second. It's 4. Oh, that's the ISO, I think. But wow. So 8 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 gigs. That's fine. Maybe it's just 8 and the 4 is just the RAM, because it has a sort of swap, you know. It's not a proper swap, but it it does have this sort of page file, sorta. I don't know how to explain. Holy shit, look at that. Oh, it's lagging a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. Let's check the stats. Maybe it's... Nah, there's no bottleneck. I don't get what's going on. Wow, we topped up our storage. 65%. It's no surprise. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, dude, like 10 Linux VMs and then I think 3 or 4 Windows servers. So yeah, it should be expected. The fact that we took like a huge chunk already. There you go. Getting ready. Yeah, I see you're getting ready for 5 minutes already. Feels ready, man. Boy, boy, boy. Why does it take so long? I want an SSD. I can't. I mean, I do have an SSD where it's just for my system. My main system. It's not big enough for VMs. And then again, you know, read and write wears down the SSD. And I don't want to wear mine down. There we go. It's a black screen. Cool. So, what's going on here? Oh, it was a restart. And no warnings. It just restarted. Like, okay. Cool. Pretty cool, Microsoft. Thank you for now letting me know it's restarting. Oh, come on. Okay, that's taking hours. So it's time to make a password. Okay, let's make a password. Bingo, bongo, 18. Not even kidding. Bingo, bongo. Oh. Okay, Microsoft. Alright. It took the password. Because sometimes it's like, oh, you gotta use a safer password. Now it was just, nah, password's fine. No one's gonna ever guess that one. Okay, let's send a control del, which is right here under guest OS send keys. Oh, come on. Guest OS send keys. Send keys. Oh shit, it's not letting me do that. Oh, there you are. Control del. There we go. So admin bingo bongo 18. And we are in. Okay, we're not in yet because it's configuring. But just look at that. So smooth for, you know. ESXi has got the best web client, definitely. It's an absolute masterpiece when it comes to how lightweight it is and how fluid it feels. Just look at that. It's like you're using a software like workstation. It's very smooth, and you know there's no glitches or there's nothing wrong going on. It just feels so damn right and so damn good to use. I'm like, who needs workstation now if we could just use ESXi, which feels way better, even though I'm running ESXi off workstation, but like the panel, whole feature set, it just, you know, it looks cooler. It's way cooler, I'm not gonna lie, boy. Okay, there you go. So we got a black screen, and I don't know what's going on. Come on. So Windows, hello. Windows license is expired. What do you mean? But I just, okay, fair enough. It works, that's the point. So now we have to get the VMware tools in there. So click here, actions, guest OS, install. Oh shit, no, misclick. Guest OS. Oh, come on, install VMware tools. As you can see, it's a oh, there you go, valid. We got a license there. It was just a matter of getting used to the network. Seems like it. Can we actually... Oh, never mind. I don't want to do that because it might glitch out. Mostly because we ain't got the tools yet. Let's open... Oh, DVD drive. It's a little sluggish. From now. Probably because of the lack of tools for the system. I hope that's the reason. Yeah, I mean it's okay. I mean it's local. Doesn't make sense. Should be that slow. So yeah, the install takes just 8 gigs. That's good. Actually, way lighter than I thought. Like 8 gigs. Wow. Still a lot. If you consider that, like the Linux server, even with the interface as well, it's gonna take like 4 with the same feature set. I could be wrong, but I don't remember any like server for Linux in general, like Ubuntu or Debian or Fedora, like taking more than 3 or 4 gigs after install. Okay, there's this Windows Essentials things that you gotta configure. It takes a little bit of time, so I'm not gonna do that right now because it's pretty straightforward. The point was just the install process and getting the tools ready, VMware tools I mean. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna install VMware tools, and the Essentials configuration can wait. It can wait a little bit. It's pretty damn simple. There's no mystery about it. I mean, if you guys want a video on it, I could make, of course. Just leave a comment down below and let me know. Alright? But it's pretty simple. There's no mystery about it at all. Straightforward as fuck. Sorry about using bad word, but it is what it is. It's pretty damn straightforward. Like most things in Windows. It's pretty simple. Come on. Oh. So you're gonna just... Oh, there you go. System is a little slow right now. Damn, it's using even more RAM now. No, it's not. Second arrow. There you go. Configuration. So as you can see, it takes up to half an hour because it has to update the system on a lot more things. And I don't want to go through that right now. Definitely don't want to go through that. So we're just going to skip from now. Mouse driver, okay. Video driver, I don't think we got a video card. Oh, there you go. Performance. I think we could go full screen now, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's pretty simple. You got Windows Server installed on ESXi, so we finish, and then we restart the system. You got a full feature set, and I recommend installing the tools on Windows Server because then it will show up advanced network stats, stuff like that, which is always good to have, Please wait. Okay. Alright. I can wait. Yeah. Damn. That's a long ass restart. User access. Login service. Anyway, access. I mean, let's take a look at this. No look about network yet. But it's going to show up as soon as it restarts. So IP address, host name, traffic, stats, all that is gonna show up soon. Soon TM. And this message is gonna vanish as well. Hopefully. Is the system gonna figure out that we actually got it installed? I hope so. It's probably gonna apply settings, send, control del. Okay, guest OS, send keys, control del. There you go. So you type in the password, bingo bongo 18. And as you can see, it shows up the host name. It shows up the IP address, and all the stats. So it's gonna show how much CPU it has used, and the hours, so you can have a very clear idea of when it was actually using your whole CPU and when it was not. So pretty good for management in general. So yeah, we're gonna skip the settings from now. I just want to see the RAM because it's sluggish. Oh, it's just using 23% now. That's cool. So here you go. Windows Server 2018 Essentials takes just 1 gig an idle, which is okay. So yeah, if you want to use Windows Server 2016, make sure to have like 2 or 3 or more gigs of RAM. The more the better, of course. So if you can go with 16, 34, 36, it's better, you know. Windows Smart Screen is off. What the fuck? Why is it off? I don't know. Anyway, that's it, guys. System is installed. We got it working on ESXi. As you can see, it's pretty smooth and snappy now after VMware tools. Works almost like... Oh, other thing that we could do is RDP. Let's teach you guys how to get RDP working. So first things first, you have to go to settings. I think that's how you do it. System and apps and features, tablet mode, about change key. Okay, system info, it's not here. It's so different from 2012. Oh, there you go, remote settings. So you go here on system info and remote settings, advanced, remote, oh actually remote, hello, remote connections, yes, no, I don't care about that setting. So there you go, it's enabled for RDP, which means I can use the Windows RDP tool. I'm gonna show you guys right now it working. We just block this screen real quick so that I can actually bring up the RDP menu. Sorry, crap. RDP, which stands for Remote Desktop Protocol. So I gotta see the VM IP, which 192.168.15.56. Cool. Username admin, and we bring it up. Come on. Okay. Password bingo bongo 18. Yes, don't ask me again. There you go. So we have just RDP'd into the system and into the ongoing session, as you can see. Okay, there you go. What's wrong with this? Why is it taking full screen? Oh, there you go. Because I pressed F11 inside of VMware ESXi and it kind of got confused. As you can see, RDP works right out of the box. Connection is excellent. Of course it is excellent because it's local, so it does make sense to work like flawlessly, pretty much like we're connected because we are in the server, you know. It's local environment. It's not over network. It's not over internet. I mean, it's over network, surely, but not on the internet. So that's it, my dudes. I hope that helped you guys to install and configure Windows Server 2016 on ESXi. If you guys want more videos on Windows Server 2016 on different functions, or I don't know, you guys can just leave a comment down below, and I'll make videos on it. That's it. See you guys, and hope you helped.